again. And it's been so long that we got to start a reunion, which I've never actually done. Like, this is all brand new to me. Yeah, but I've done all this on my main account. In fact, I even got Fury this morning. But anyways, let's do the quest.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts. No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing? That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru. I've already tried that. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me. Have you already caught the sage's attention? I'm guessing not yet. But distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly. We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about them after all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages. Are we really out of... Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia... Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages. You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the academe. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Satari? Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilou. I've always liked observing all kinds of people. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like the name Sitaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the nights. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems. Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore. Right. We must somehow make her face her that way, Not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself. From my past observations,
Ooh.
Sataria will take a day off
Sorry.
from the academia every 10 days to do. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots. And
Dang it. Anyway. I know, game. Too much stuff. Anyway.
this should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask? No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important talking style and key character.
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fate? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you.
Huh? Really?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course.
Oh, I know.
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Literally fought one in a battle.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Love.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination?
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
Yet there's only one. Ka-ching.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is, suboptimal. As such, there...
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit...
You.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pot?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where...
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Orm.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city. Nahida, you've really thought of everything! It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
That's,
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in... After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my
Liyue.
entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru, but I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you...
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've...
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
dang. Dang, that's smooth talking,
Was
Nahida.
that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems. Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to... I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels
Dang
about
it,
her
I see a blimmin' spin crystal.
Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not
two
get
people.
anywhere.
Hi.
But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret,
Ooh.
and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it. Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people.
Yeah, I
So that you
know.
won't
I
slip up and
literally
break
got,
form. Possessing them will only work if you can
what's
manage
called?
to pass off as them. Exactly.
Stellar Reunion.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone. That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha term. Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he... Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Because we're trying to get this lady
You're
to
not
believe that King Deshret is coming back.
Obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Sorta. But not really. Not the death.
If it was at all possible,
Dead. Not
I would
death.
have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and... Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone. Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Hold up. I got something I need to do, Nahida. Boom. Done. That's all I needed to do. Depends how much I can squeeze. Do then. But it'll probably be about, I don't know, maybe hour and 40. I thought B got in. I seen like a bee outside and I thought it got in. Right, Nahida's plan, let's go. There she is. That's the lady we're gonna
Here she
not
comes.
blackmail.
Satori's here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Yep. Hiding time. I don't remember the sleeping lady, but it's just because she's a scholar. All the scholars look similar. Howdy.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your
Aether
love
talking.
life, right? I heard everything you
Aether
said.
sounds really weird this patch.
Okay then.
I'm joking.
You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
That one.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth. The gods are asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home?
Yeah, I know.
Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most
Let's
sincere
blackmail a
apologies and
woman.
ask for their divine
Yay.
forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret...
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Oh, good job, you two.
Whoa, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida,
there's literally a whole
seems like
channel
you
which makes that
understand
joke nearly
human
every
emotions really
time.
well after all I know are some abstract Tarabatot theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Satar.
Yep. So,
Is that a key?
yep, him.
Right on cue.
Oh, dang. Ran too fast. Hey, no seizures.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in...
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If
Hey,
you
for
could
why
find
is
the
your voice
time,
changing?
Please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean... You've also become a believer of King Deshret?
So basically
What's
a Telltale
so
game.
strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Yes. Bloomin' Rolly
I
Stenders
had
theme.
no idea you'd be so good at this.
Wasn't
You
too
really
harsh.
zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything.
Alright. Next up on... Oh, oh no.
Come on!
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Oh.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an
Yes.
absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for
Spoil-
becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Spoiler alert of King Deshret's
In
revival.
reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Time to give her a mental breakdown.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problem. She can no longer justify everything to her. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! Well, this is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please,
Try to remain calm, miss.
heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper
Dang,
you will be
chill.
ensnared. child of King Deshret. Never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange
Time
about
for
becoming
mental
a believer of the
breakdown.
wise King Deshret? In
Yeah, I know.
fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of
Mental
King Deshret.
breakdown.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Leave. Get up.
It seems that no matter where I run, I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance
you
must
say
be a
that
fated
you
opportunity.
never appear. You never believe in gods, even though, like, they're practically all around
Please
you.
tell me,
In the
what can I do
stones,
for you?
in the thunder, in the blooming grass, wind,
How much do you know about the sage's
Water.
current activities?
I was
fire
just
and
one of the
frost.
designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements.
No, you're the
However,
Grand
there's
Sage's
something that's
blooming
been
leg
really
rest.
bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand... One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the document.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this...
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom,
Yeah, true.
she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding this. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
Pray to Zhongli.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway.
Yeah, see, we got Stellar Reunion. And I already claimed the reward, which was 10 Primo Gems. So over the course we get 500 Primo Gems, roughly. Speaking of Primo Gems, I got a 10 pole. I could have a 14 pole, but we're one Primo off. So, we'll do it on Jalonen. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got a Dory and a Candace. Even though I haven't even got Dory on my own account. And wanted Dory.
Huh?
What the heck?
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
Is that blooming electro slime? Yeah, and I've already got her. Cool. Alright, let's grab some more wishes. Alright, let's see. Yep, of course it's something bad. Come on. No. Debate club. Come on. Nope. Oh, dang it, right. Well, I mean, we sorta did. Sorry. Well, no, we got one more. Come on. Oh! Oh! And we got Shalona.
I'm Shalona
Wow.
from the Children of Echoes. If you'd like me to forge some tools for you, just let me know. But I do have quite the backlog of...
I've got 2 5-stars in one day without losing a 50-50. What is going on? I got 2 5-stars in one day. What is going on? Who's out there? Alright, I got an idea. Yeah, I got Chiori on my main account. Dang. We got Dory, Candice, Angelonan, and Kachina. Okay, anyways, what was it I wanted to do? Right. Fontaine, right, yeah, I forgot we ain't got Fontaine actually unlocked. What? What? What do you mean by that? Alright, let's just go Leeway then. Since I forgot I ain't got blimmin' Fontaine City, whatever it's called.
Add Astra.
No. I already know what you're trying to say.
Add Astra.
Oh wait, now we can make another wish. Oh, and we can ascend Aether.
Add Astra.
Add Astra Abbey. Yay. Oh, we can send out another person. Right, we need... Okay, let's do that for Matsutake. And that for... Wait. No, I ain't got any bonuses. Okay. Back to the Adventurers Guild. I'll just do that and... Oh. J Chamber, get out of here. I hope I didn't do too much. I have a gut feeling I did too much. Dang it, did too much. Alright, do then. I know, get out of here, Jade Chamber. Right, I really don't remember much about the Sumeru thing. Howdy, Catherine.
We're here! Oh, that's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Why? She just stands there in the stall. Oh, you meant Nahida.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the... Yep.
Oh, dang it, I remembered what I wanted to do.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make off. What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire... Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not... I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. Well, regardless.
Okay, alright. Anyway, for the thing I actually wanted to do, and then forgot, and then did. There. The trial. That's all I wanted. Why? Right, let's just get all these reds out here. Okay. So what have we got to do? Oh, this. Okay.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll
Well,
be
the
this quiet
ambience
in
would
front of
say
the academia,
otherwise.
and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
The ambience is saying otherwise, game. Blimmin' people chatting. Where are they? Oh, dang this. Oh. I know this part. I wonder how many grunt sounds they have off Aether.
What are these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
The Doctor.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
Howdy.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
Well, hasn't he?
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
So what?
Now, you need
No,
to
I'm
get out
joking.
of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Hi, Nahida. Yeah. Dang, good job, Nahida.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
Paris DI. Paris.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your
Sleepy
own
times in
consciousness.
Meadows.
To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Dang, he figured it out.
This should be far enough. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember?
No, the Doctor.
Sataria did say that someone who once
I don't know why I
got
did
expelled
that.
from the academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah.
Yep.
Things. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean... Oh, right.
Tainari.
Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on something? Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Well, don't worry about finding Tainari, because we already got him. Wait, what? You got mail. Another time. Well, we already got Tainari, so don't worry about finding him, Paimon. But for the sake of the story, let's go. Wait a minute, can I? Right, yeah, it's not in that menu. Okay, I can do it. Alright, let's just quickly do this, so then we can get a free vision.
Ring cutter! Incinerate! Time for your arraignment! Let the mountains veins boil! Motion to compel!
Come on.
Ripple the flame!
Out of the way or get blown away!
Witness the power of the wild! Bring it!
Quick, run in.
Out of the way or get blown away! You are.
Boom!
Boom, boom. I never understand what she's saying there. I swear she's saying boom, boom.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Incinerate! Ignore my sword! Ring cutter!
Let me... There.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Bring it!
Right. Last two.
Motion to compel! Inadmissible evidence! Hear the echoes of the valley! You're toast!
Leave her alone.
Witness the power of
Yes! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Nice and spicy.
Oh, finally. Alright. Done. Now, for the ascent. No! Dang it. Ah, wrong button. Oh, sorry. But I'll do one tonight. Alright, goodbye. Actually, yeah, I gotta go. Alright, bye.